It's Thursday, and as you know, that means that it is the T2.5 race day. But, as I have done the last couple of weeks, I've got a workout to do prior to tonight's race. Last week's took it out of me, second lap, I couldn't push on any harder. Hopefully it won't do that this week. This week, the workout that I'm doing over on Wahoo System is called the Recharger. Reading up about that on the little description it gives, it's basically a workout to do when you don't really fancy doing anything. It gets you a bit more energized, get you going. Kind of what I need at the moment, because Monday night I did another workout and that knocked it out of me. That was really, really hard. Lots of different high level cadence and low level cadence. So, and I'm feeling that in my legs still now. I did do the trundle on Tuesday night, so that's probably going to have an effect as well. But I'm going to jump on the bike. I'll do my usual, talk through the workout, and I'll see you just before the race. So the idea behind this workout is that you're recharging your batteries. It's a very low level workout, barely reaching FTP at any point. You start off just with some slow, I'm not even 100 watts here, 85 cadence. It does step up just over 100 and it ramps up slightly as you kind of move forward in the training plan. It's only half an hour long and you get up, 181 watts. 90 cadence, so a nice easy start into it. A little video about being in the group there, and then you get two little ramps. The first ramp is about cadence, so it ramps up your cadence up to 95 here, so 90 to 95, and then all the way up to 110, but a very low watts level. And then you move into a second ramp, which is focused around, you basically keep everything at a cadence of 90 until the very end, and it ramps up your watts up and down. And then at the end, there are three very short sprints, not too difficult, just to kind of get your legs going a little bit. So nice recovery ride. Let's get into the race. Here we go then. Workout done, and I'm on the bike ready for the race, which starts in just over 2 minutes. 2 laps of the Watopia flat route. How do I feel? My legs are still quite stiff even after that. It was quite a good workout actually. I still feel quite stiff. Feeling a little bit hot and uncomfortable. It's a very, very hot day today. I'm very lucky I've put my aircon unit on, but I've left it very late to do so. I don't know how much that will actually help in the next sort of half an hour of racing. But yeah, I'm hoping I feel all right. Like last week, first lap happened, second lap, I just couldn't keep up with the group. I think a few people have jumped up today from D to C, so there could potentially be less people in the D cap, and we've got less people, 22 currently. We had over 30 last week, so yeah, there could be less people to hang around with. I don't know how it's going to go. I am going to keep my legs moving though after doing that workout. Right, we're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get that pedal down, staying with this group. How big is the group? How many people have left? Whoa, what's that, 5 or 6 of us? Definitely smaller than last week. We definitely want to group up, work together to keep the C group behind us if we can. But I'm going to settle in, hopefully get into the group and see how we get on. Right, just going under the underwater tunnel then. 19k to go. We've got C Cross, me, S Clark, K Quinn, B Jenkinson and L Warrior. Just the 6 of us in the D-Cap this evening. I've got, I think there's one more further back, 16 seconds back. We've got the C-Cap. S West is either putting it down or he left early, because the rest of the group are 1 minute 50 odd behind. Just trying to work as a group. Hopefully we can stay that way for as long as possible. It's not too long a race. It is relatively flat. My biggest issues are going to be the climb. When you kind of a little small switchback at about 3%. It takes a little while. That's where I'm going to have to put my effort in to staying with the group. Oh, my legs didn't want to do that climb. That tiny climb out of the underwater tunnels. My legs are screaming at me. Been pretty much red and orange for the whole race so far. Hopefully I can hold a little bit more consistency for a while if I can. All right, 10 minutes in, We're on that little switchback hill. We're slightly still together. Kay Quinn dropped slightly off the back. We've got a 1minute and 7 second lead over the seas, which is coming down. I think there's a much bigger group of them today. S West, P Davies, A Pimer, and Blundell, J Robinson, C Finlayson. I think sheer numbers and their ability to put out higher watts probably mean we're going to get caught today. I don't know where the bees are, how far behind they might be, but just keep pushing. 14 and a half to go. Right, just coming up to that little incline before the S's. Another moment where I've got to pay attention, put some effort in, make sure I'm staying with this group. Come on. Right, coming over the line then. 1 more lap to go. Still in that same group. Unfortunately, Kay Quinn has dropped 16 seconds behind. But that C group is now over only 37 seconds back. So they'll be catching us at some point. And then the B's 127 at the moment. Oh, having to push a little bit harder and dig a bit deeper now. It's just at first sort of half a lap I felt quite fresh. It's just hit me further we've gone on. It's just aching a little bit. Workouts are obviously doing their job, but it's hard when you can't push as hard as you want to. Oh, come on. Right, just the tree between the two underwater tunnels. 7.5k to go. 29 second lead over the seas. The bees are now within a minute. But I've gone back now to my usual spiky power. Power down, then backing off. Power down, backing off. It wasn't like that in the first sort of half of the race so far. Definitely feel the workouts are improving that, but back to usual now. Hopefully we can stay together. Eke out this as long as we possibly can. Come on. Well, here we are coming over this bridge. The C's and the B's are now 9 seconds behind us. I don't know if anyone will try and latch on. I don't even know if I've got the legs to do it. I might try and see how I get on. Right, well, I managed to grab on. I haven't got a clue what's going on around me. I just had to put in a sprint to catch him on that hill. I don't know. D's come. S Clark, L Warrior. I think came as well. Oh no, I'm losing them. Right, can I get up this hill, stay in their wheel? Who knows? Right, I lost the main group at the very end of that hill. Couple of people, I can't talk. I see, it's the end. Well, it took me a long time to recover after that sprint at the end, that's for sure. I'm pleased I had that in my legs though, because I didn't think I would. And yeah, interestingly, it's put me in 8th. I thought on the screen it looked like Andy beat me to the line. Oh, yeah. I just put out what I could at the end. But what we got then? N Corbin in first with a 4-second lead at the end. Must have absolutely pelted it at some point from that group we were in. Seymour 4 seconds behind then. Just a millisecond behind C Jupp. A little bit further back, N Hunt. All B cats, same as C Waring in 5th. Oh, still struggling to breathe now. N Slevin, who was giving the team orders out to the P group there. Saw those messages popping up. Oh, just behind C Waring. C White, a little bit further back. in 7th. Oh, well, I'm pleased with that because that puts me first decat over the line. 34:48, exactly the same time as A Pimer. I think on my screen it looked like you got there first, but great racing, great to sprint to the line as well. S West, just a second behind us. Another CCAT. S Clark in 11th, who was in that group I was with for a while, 35:12. P Davies, 12th. L Warrior, 13th, who did come, I'm pretty sure you came with that group. I mean, my mind's a blur. Oh, definitely a blur at that point where I was trying to keep up with the C's and the B's. J Robertson in 14th. 15th, M Blundell. 16th, K Quinn, I think racing with us for the first time, so welcome to the group. 36:05. C Cross, 36:20. B Jenkinson in 18th. And C Finlayson in 19th. See, B Jenkinson and C Cross were pretty much with us in that group of Ds. I don't quite know what happened behind, and I buried myself to try and keep up with the Ds, the Bs and the Cs when they came through. And as I said, I kind of expected that I'd be able to do that because I was, same as last week, second half of the race, just not feeling it in the legs, following workouts and stuff. But do you know what? What is so good is, first place in the Ds, which is awesome, but also 2.1 watts per kilogram. Heart rate slightly down this week. I don't think I could have pushed any harder than I did, but I'm happy with that again. It's so good to be in with racing and in the groups. I love it. Love it so much. It's what keeps me coming back now. So much fun. I'm just going to check there's nobody else who's come over. I think there are a couple of people who were sitting in the pen and watching, which made up the 22. But awesome racing. Great to see all the groups converge together at that time, and that leads to such good racing, doesn't it? Because we all try and stick with each other. There'll be the Bs, the Cs and the Ds all together at one point in that. And it definitely challenges someone like myself in the Ds to try and keep up with you guys. Use the draft and sit in and try and gain a bit of advantage from it. All part of the fun. But time for dinner and we'll catch up later. Awesome racing as usual. It's a real shame I couldn't stay with the group up that final climb. About 3 quarters of the way up, I saw them pulling away and they disappeared over the crest of the hill. I don't know whether I could have improved on the finishing position if I'd stayed in that group, but another thoroughly enjoyable race. Great to be in the sprint at the end. Zwift just about giving it to me in the end. I don't think I necessarily deserved it, but awesome racing. I mentioned before the race about the workout that I did on Monday, and this was by far the most difficult workout I've done yet. You basically did the warm-up, which included a couple of sprints at the end, and then it was around the idea that you're in a group of 3 and you're chasing to try and beat the other riders. And you do it 3 times, 3 sections of about 9.5 minutes each with 3 sprints. So a sprint at the beginning, the middle and the end. And then between those sprints, you do a bit of an FTP effort. And then following the second sprint, you drop it down to a grind at about 60 RPM cadence. And then towards the end of that section, you jump it up to 110 cadence and then sprint at the end to the line. More cadence work, and that is really taking it out of my legs at the moment. And by the time I came to do the third one, I really struggled to hold the power, and I couldn't even get my legs to do the final 2 sprints. I do have a bit of a problem, I think, with, I don't know if it's the trainer, but these short sprints in erg mode, it takes a while for the trainer to get up to where it needs to be, and it takes a little while for it to release off afterwards as well. But I don't know whether I need to do a firmware update or whatever, but yeah, a real difficult workout. Really pleased I got through it. There was a moment there towards the end I thought, I can't even keep my legs going. I did manage it. Again, I said to myself, I'm not going to do the sprints because I don't think I would have managed them anyway. And the second section, the sprint at the end, I felt pretty sick doing that third sprint. So, but I did it, and I'm really pleased I did do it. So that's another workout under my belt, and I've looked ahead at a few of the workouts that are coming up in the future. And there are some punishing ones in there, but we'll come across those when we get to them. I put up a vote on Facebook and Discord, actually, about what race we do on Thursday. On Thursday, the Tour de France goes up the Alpe d'Huez. So I thought, well, it wasn't myself, someone suggested it, why don't we do the Out to Zwift on the same day? Thursday is our race day. I put up a poll on both Facebook and Discord, and it was overwhelming that we're going to do it on Thursday night. We're going to race up the Out to Zwift. Never done a race up there before. It's not really going to be a race, it's just going to be a climb for me, but others will be able to race as well. So keep an eye out for that one. Sign up for that in the links below. All of our races and rides are on in the description below, so come along to those, sign up to the groups on Facebook and Discord, all of that sort of stuff, and I will continue getting on my workouts that seem to be improving my positioning in races, and also recent events, feeling better, time to get back on the healthy eating plan. So that's where we start off this week coming. Looking forward to all of our rides. Again, getting those workouts done. But that is the end of this video. If you have enjoyed it, do hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.